It's Perp back with another video, and I just got done checking out Wentworth Season 9, Episode 7. We have 3 episodes to go, and I'm going to say it right now. I think we're going to get a rushed ending, even though we're probably going to get some major character deaths. That's still on the table too, but it's Wentworth, so I expect to see a lot of bodies dropping and a lot of feelings to be hurt. Before I get into this review, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at PerpMiner420. With all that being said, let's get right into this review. We got a lot to talk about. So the episode kicks off with Allie, and it seems like we always start the episode off with Allie in kind of this kind of mood, and it's really sad to see her kind of just stuck in this mindset. She's having this dream of making love to somebody else, wakes up in kind of like a pool of her own piss, or she peed herself, or I think she just had a wet dream or something like that. I don't know. It was it was weird. So anyways, going over to Mari, she pretty much has an encounter with Rita, and Rita's kind of pressing Mari about, like, why haven't you told anybody, and what are you hiding, what do you know, and starts to put pressure on Mari, and Mari starts to let it slip out that Lou and Judy are planning something. She doesn't know what, but Rita's like, you need to find out, because Rita has a huge secret. For those that don't know, you should know by now. If that gets out that she's a cop, that's gonna stir up so much controversy throughout the prison. So they kind of have to help each other out. Rita's trying to figure out what's going on. While that's going on, you have Vera and Will trying to figure out this whole Dr. Miller situation, because he's got a clean record, so they gotta pretty much play dirty. And who they go get? They go get Allie. It's fucked up. They had to go get a chick in a wheelchair to kind of use her to get some dirt on Miller. We'll get into more of that a little bit later. So the pressure is on Miller, and he doesn't know what he's going to do. Jones is like, yo, relax. We got this. We can figure this out. Don't worry. And he's just kind of all over the place right now. He doesn't even know what's coming. We'll get into all that very shortly into this review, because now that Rita has this information, she goes to Will with this information. He kind of spreads the word, even gets Miles kind of worked up, puts hands on Lou, which Miles keeps just making more and more enemies. And I feel like when shit hits the fan with these last few episodes, I think she's going to be the first one to go. I don't know. So a lot of pressures on the prison right now. While all this is going on, you have Allie trying to work her magic, talking to Dr. Miller, and it's really sad, like her kind of just breaking down her backstory and where she's at now. It's really sad. You also have Mari continuously manipulating Lou, not knowing that she is the mole, and Lou's out here looking for the mole and stuff, and it's pretty crazy. Rita also lets the girls know what's the deal and what Lou and Judy are planning. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing, but they plan on hurting a lot of people. So this is why Rita is continuously pushing Mari to try to get as much information as possible. You start to see Allie kind of having second thoughts on kind of setting on Dr. Miller, because he is a good dude, but you know, he's got to go. He's a problem for Vera and Will and just their whole jobs and stuff like that. Boomer gets the camera back from that guy. I like that she finally kind of finds somewhat happiness, but it's definitely the weaker part of this episode, but definitely turns into something interesting. But wait 1 second, because we'll get into that. Let's get into this Allie scene where she is really, really depressed and down, does not feel like anybody really cares about her. She just feels alone, tries to find comfort within Ruby, and pretty much gets turned down, which leads Allie to threaten to kill herself. Vera and Will are watching this, and they're thinking that this was a part of their plan. And no, Allie was really about to kill herself. So she ends up stabbing herself in the leg, and I was just like, wow. That was really hard to watch. And you know, this turns into something really wild as we get closer to the end of the episode. Vera and Will realize, we got to be on demon time. They've kind of come to grips on who they are and what they're willing to do whatever it takes to get rid of Miller. Miles is able to find the camera, and this puts a huge smile on Anne's face, and also Miles's face, because she just wanted that bonus, which I feel like she's gonna get screwed over. But what she finds on the tape is interesting. She finds out the whole conversation between Judy and Lou, and decides to call her buddy from the NSO. I guess that's like the FBI over there. I don't know. Pause on his name too. I didn't even notice that till now. So Vera goes to check on Allie to make sure she's okay, and she's just really down and depressed. While that's going on, Lou sees Ferguson talking to Miles, and now that makes her think that Ferguson is the mole. She's been the rat the whole time. So yeah, man, I'm just like, man, this is gonna go left, because I don't think Lou knows who she's messing with. She calls Ferguson out of her cell, be like, yo, you gotta meet me at the laundry room because you messed up. Now, this scene between this like federal agent guy and Anne, I'm curious to see where that goes and why he's so nonchalant about Anne's findings and the information that she has, and this attack that's being planned in the prison. I'm not too sure what type of action he's going to take, or is he corrupt as well and he's going to try to silence all this? I don't know. So this was a cold ass scene right here. So Dr. Miller comes in to checks on Allie, and then Allie really starts to kind of soften things up between her and Dr. Miller, which ends up making Allie kiss Dr. Miller, and they caught it all in 4K. He was caught in 4K. It was all part of their plan. Pretty much framed him, and he picked up on it pretty quickly, and I don't think he realizes the ramifications. I don't think Vera and Will understand the ramifications, or they're kind of just going with the flow of things, not really thinking things out, and not knowing that Ferguson's like 10 steps ahead. The episode ends with Ferguson pretty much owning up to being the mole. She has to get her hand pretty much ironed. They had a scene of her bashing Lou's face in. I was like, oh, she's gonna snap. But nah, she has to kind of prove that she's changed, so the courts will sway things in her favor. Switching things up to Mari. Now her luck has pretty much ran out with her and Lou, because Lou is able to put two and two together. She finds the phone that's in her cell that she told Mari to get rid of, and now she's got a target on her back with Lou. But Rita is able to step in and say, you know what, we're going to protect you, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Because Mari knows Rita's secrets, so they gotta. It's kind of like a I scratch your back, you scratch my back type of deal with those two. Spinning things back around to, the federal agent and Anne, and Anne's kind of feeling herself. She thinks she's gonna get like this huge promotion, which, like I said, I don't know what this guy's true motives are, because he's like telling Anne, just let it go until we actually catch them in the act. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Jake and Anne end up, getting back together again. The tension is there. Everybody's just, it's just waiting. Mari's getting moved into Rita's block. Then you have Ferguson getting a hold of that cell phone. And you know what she does to kind of look out for Dr. Miller? She sends out this fax of a picture of Jackson, Vera, and Jake. And finally, I feel like that stuff is gonna blow up in their face. We could possibly see them getting investigated, or probably getting arrested or questioned about that whole situation. I have no idea what to expect for these last 3 episodes. It almost doesn't even feel like a finale or a final season. It feels like there should be one more season. But, we're just going to have to wait and see how the rest of the series plays out. Hopefully they don't rush it, but it does seem like they're just going to rush it and get it over with. Let me know how you guys feel about this episode in the comments below. What were some of your favorite moments? Till next time, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.